three.
And Pyko getting in the clutch. And the hit confirmed from DF3, 1 to close.
Oh,
and
my
key
goodness.
charge. Drop out
To say
Candy
the
is
least.
most definitely feeling himself as he's making use of the plus frames properly. There's run available to him. Again, let us know in chat how you feel about this old anime game with your favorite anime characters. Only from Dengeki, of course. So, of course, if there are any SAO fans out there, please comment Kirito, please. So that someone would play Kirito. Both players in critical
Who gets hit by the
escape.
Hwoarang?
Oh, trump cards! Exto Mag! This guy, what a guy!
That's
very important. Now, of course, if you've been following Dengeki Fighting Climax Ignition, there is a mobile port that has been released. Dengeki Buko Fighting
Climax?
Crossing Void.
Crossing Void,
Yes,
yeah.
Crossing Void
Dengeki
is a
Buko
very
Fight-
good mobile game
Crossing
featuring
Void.
all the characters and even new ones like Alice. Yeah. Will he blast?
He
oh,
did,
he blasts!
but he gets punished by it.
Oh, there you go. He had the meter.
He's
he had blasted,
super.
and there
He
you go,
resets
just
the
like that.
bracket.
And restarted with a reset.
What? What
Wow,
a call-out.
wow, wow.
He knew that power
Very,
blast
very
was
fearless,
coming.
Mr. Re-Silent with these A+Bs. Been able to get more out of it.
Oh, there it is, the side stop.
And just
but
like that,
gets
G
hit.
Forenzu putting the G in game. Congratulations to G Forenzu
congratulations.
from winning the grand finals for
The
Fighting
Dengeki
Climax
Bunko.
Ignition. Woo! What a
Ah.
grand finals. Re-Silent probably second guessing himself a lot there with
The
multiple
first-
character
the
switches.
first
Yes.
set was really nice.
The first set was nice, you know, bringing in the Kuroko, then
Yeah.
Shanna, then the Tomoka pick.
Tomoka, yeah. But as you know, G Forenzu just adapts.
Yeah, just adapts.
He just
very, very
adapts really
clutch.
quickly.
Did not let those things phase him and stop the momentum of Re-Silent right there and then. So again, that was an amazing, amazing sets from all the players who had
It was
participated.
one of the best sets.
Yeah.
Thing is, let's see if AK can handle Candy Frontier's Hwoarang.
Slowly, what the hell are you doing, Billy? Frontier!
Being in the Flamingo stance, goes for the
Faint
grab.
kick.
FF3.
Oh my goodness,
To close
what is
things out.
Frontier eating?
Look at that. Oh, trying to counter.
He's gonna take a round.
Ooh,
A match
okay.
from PvE 8K.
Frontier. Okay.
You know, KND Frontier being one of those guys that really carry the banner of Hwoarang and really just post a lot of tech on this character.
They're making it a long day for iRobot. Let's see if he can close it out. Oh my goodness, no, the round goes on. Blue stuff out.
Pickles.
Watch out.
Oh my god!
Oh! That was great. Can we clip that?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
How may I say? It's the definition. He wrote the story of Tekken. So maybe he's going for something like Jin. The Anna sweep.
Anna sweep.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, the back
the
three!
back
Let's
three.
go! And Pyko getting in the clutch. And the hit confirmed from DF3, 1 to close.
Oh,
and
my
key
goodness.
charge. Drop out
To say
Candy
the least.
is most definitely feeling himself as he's making use of the plus frames properly. There's run available to him. Again, let us know in chat how you feel about this old anime game with your favorite anime characters. Only from Dengeki, of course. So, of course, if there are any SAO fans out there, please comment Kirito, please. So that someone would play Kirito. Both players in critical
Who gets hit by the
escape.
Hwoarang?
Oh, trump cards! Exto Mag! This guy, what a guy!
That's
very important. Now, of course, if you've been following Dengeki Fighting Climax Ignition, there is a mobile port that has been released. Dengeki Buko Fighting
Climax?
Crossing Void.
Crossing Void,
Yes,
yeah.
Crossing Void
Dengeki
is a
Buko
very
Fight-
good mobile game
Crossing
featuring
Void.
all the characters and even new ones like Alice. Yeah. Will he blast?
He
oh,
did,
he blasts!
but he gets punished by it.
Oh, there you go. He had the meter.
He's
he had blasted,
super.
and there
He
you go,
resets
just
the
like that.
bracket.
And restarted with a reset.
What? What
Wow,
a call-out.
wow, wow.
He knew that power
Very,
blast
very
was
fearless, Mr. Re-Silent with these A+Bs. Been able to get more out of it.
coming. Oh, there it is, the side stop.
And just
but
like that,
gets
G
hit.
Forenzu putting the G in game. Congratulations to G Forenzu
congratulations.
from winning the grand finals for
The
Fighting
Dengeki
Climax
Bunko.
Ignition. Woo! What a
Ah.
grand finals. Re-Silent probably second guessing himself a lot there with
The
multiple
first-
character
the
switches.
first
Yes.
set was really nice.
The first set
but
was nice, you know, bringing in the Kuroko, then
Yeah.
Shanna, then the Tomoka pick.
Oh, hello, Keenan. What? You need a... if I have Tekken 8, I can work on that. But I still don't have a PC for, what do you call this? For Tekken 8. So I don't know, for the most part the character still plays the same. Everything I'm talking about in 7 is all applicable in 8. Almost every little detail. There's just a few things that you need to transpose, but for the most part it's all the same. So far. Background color. Yeah, give me an orange one. Where's the background? Oh, I have to click on it? Where is it? Bruh. It's not there. I give up. Or is it because the opacity isn't there? Ah. Alright, there you go. Yeah, that way anyone who knows I'm just doing that. They're not... I played the character. Like, it's like my third time. Third time? Well, technically, I played both the closed network test and the closed beta test. It feels the same. It's more fun than 7. Oh, okay, well, yeah. That's that one's subjective. But more or less, they're very similar to each other. It's just that... I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm always a broken record when it comes to it. When it comes to anything Hwoarang. Tekken 8 Hwoarang has more ways to hit an opponent. Keyword, hit an opponent. While Tekken 7 has more ways to damage an opponent. Keyword, damage. So Tekken 8 Hwoarang can safely hit an opponent. Whereas Tekken 7 Hwoarang can really hurt an opponent. So 8's Hwoarang's problem is trying to get what 7 Hwoarang could get, which is damage. Because 8 Hwoarang is really a mix of, what do you call this? Well, obviously there's the originality of 8, right? And then you have your sector of, it's mixed with part Tekken 7 and then mixed with part Tag 2. So essentially, it is different in that sense, but it's also very similar as well. Oh, so you can't use, what do you call this? While standing 3 as much, which is kind of... But it works. Like in terms of like trying to catch an opponent while they're stepping. Still doable. I feel like it's all in line with what Tekken 8 wants anyway. They want more interactions rather than you just like cutting it faster. Like, oh, I already know they're going there. I'll just press that move. So you could wall standing 3. That's one of the callouts you can do in 7. But they're denying that callout. Or rather, they're allowing you to do the callout. However, you're -12 on block, which I'm not really a fan of. Since the move was always -6, -7. It never really moved from that. And movement was like even better in the older games. And they let that move kind of like be the same. So I'm like, why? There's no reason to like kill it. Not unless he's gonna have such a huge advantage compared to the rest of the cats, which I don't think he will, because it's still an instant while standing move. Which means it roughly still comes out at his homing move startup frames. So homing move starts at 16. Instant while standing, you add like 2 or 3 frames, right? Before you do it. So it's a 14 frame move, so it's gonna come out 16, 17 as well. Not really much of a difference. It's just that it's not necessarily a homing move, but it is a homing move. -10 would have been acceptable. I wouldn't want it to be -10. The fact that even if RFS back 3 in 7 is -10, I still am not a fan of it. Like, I'm okay. At least I don't die for it, sure. But they like... Hwoarang neutral is a big thing. Getting punished at 10 frames to a knockdown and to like return back to neutral to right to what do you call it? Re-earn the situation is a tough premise. So I'm like, alright, I gotta risk it. Alright, I lost Lamau. Now I gotta like try to find a way back in. because they did buff DF1. Yes, its tracking is towards his left, but it's not amazing tracking. So I thought like, oh yeah, it tracks towards his left. Nice. No, it doesn't. It's like, damn it. Okay. So you kind of like are still operating with more or less the same Hwoarang in regards to tracking ish, because down 4 tracks really well now. I mean, it always has. What else? RFF. The fact that RFF got down 4 and down back 3 enhances his like low tracking in RFF big time. The fact that DS3 plus 4 can be done from RFF also helps out with his tracking, even if it is an unsafe move at -13. Like overall, like even like all the extra stuff they gave in RFF. But like, you don't really have to get even overwhelmed by the extra stuff they gave in RFF. The only thing you should care about in RFF is that if you wanna like throw out a long reaching-ish short whiff punisher, let's say somewhere around this range, you can DF3 plus 4, that's gonna hit, which is crazy. If you want to risk down 4-4, you can risk down 4-4 from this exact range. If you want to advance at -1, down back 3 will connect and you'll be like right over here. Then FF4 is here also. Peacekeepers in RFF, so you can like Peacekeeper, Heat Engager immediately. So let's say you're crab walking or like stutter stepping in RFF, then Peacekeeper. And then if you want to armor, DF2 plus 3, it's just like, akala ko Frontier, I'm not supposed to think about all the other moves, my bad. I don't know, it's just normal to me as a Hwoarang player to be like, yeah, each option has its use. And but I don't play Lei. Like, if that's the case, I should be on Lei. He's the stronger character. And be like, yeah, if I go this stance to that stance, I still have this, I still have that. Alright. I feel like my brain power ends at, what do you call this? At Hwoarang. But of course, it's practice, right? So maybe I can become a Lei player. Although I don't know if he's going to be an 8. His usage is already low in 7. Yeah, that one hits from... Sabi na... Boo said it hit from like over here. Was that true? Because sabi daw, you were abusing it like crazy eh. And you like throw it out from here. Me, it hit somewhere like range 3.5 or something like that. So I was like, yeah, okay, that's good. Because approaching is a difficult task for Hwoarang. So if you're at this range and the opponent's spacing you out, you have kind of like to do the Tekken stuff, you know, wave dash or like dash up, dash block, down back 3 while standing 4, walk up 1-2, stuff like that. Now you can just like all the way from here, RFF DF3. That's just like shortcuts everything. It's like, it's insane. So the fact that you don't even have to think about your approach anymore is kind of okay. Well, not necessarily not think of, but like your opponent has to like more wary. So by that point, also you're gonna be wary as a Hwoarang, because that if you get jab floated, yeah, it is what it is. You get jab floated. That's the trade-off. That's the only con of that move, really, for the most part. Oh yeah, and it's a heat engager. If you want to label that as a con. If you didn't want to go into heat. Because I didn't use heat a lot in the closed beta test. Minsan sobrang haba, minsan maikse. Fair. Fair. But from what I know, 3.5, you will hit the opponent from this exact range. It's like, wow, cool. So that really eliminates like the approach stuff. Because technically you could do that with Hwoarang now. It's just that you're not going to be throwing out RFF DS3. You're going to be throwing out at this range RFF FF3. But then you're -6. -6, -5. That one you're +1. In the closed network test, I believe it was +3. And then they nerfed it to +1 in the closed beta test. So I don't know if in release it's going to be 0 on block. 0 on block is fine, honestly. Because he's in RFF, he has a 10-frame jab. Because if that was 0 on block on like left flamingo or right flamingo, it's okay. Left flamingo, not so much. I'm not about to risk, what do you call this? Back 1 just to like make my opponent, what do you call this? Think. Alright, I think I did a lot here, so I need to start sidestepping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure like the Hwoarang open Hwoarang lessons I'm gonna do in 8, if I do get a PC that works, it's gonna be the same thing I'm doing now. 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's just that we'll go through the seasons and she's like, oh, they changed that. That's gonna be like the YouTube title and thumbnail. They changed this. Oh my goodness. And then like shocked face. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oops. Like, what's the first thing you have to know? Heat engagers? What's the first important thing you need to know in Hwoarang? I think I need a basic guide-ish at the start, no? Yeah, I might need a basic guide-ish at the start. So first week of Tekken 8, I better have a basic guide out if I have a PC. Konbanwa. I said that terribly. But hello, Eagleman. Hi. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. In time. That's all I can say to that. In time. Because if I'm not able to make it to Tekken 8, I'm probably playing Grand Blue. Because if you didn't know, Grand Blue Fantasy Rising is going to have another open beta test. And it's going to be from November 9 to November 12. That's basically 2 weeks from now. Or the week after, next week. Because once it's 2 more hours till next week. Come on, right? And the game releases on November 30. So I could be playing that game. And my PC, the PC that I'm streaming on, it hits the recommended specs. So I'm like, okay. I might just be playing that fighting game instead if I can't upgrade to a stronger PC by you know, early January. Because I have to hit it by early January. Because any later than that, I won't be able to get like the benefits of being an early adopter of Tekken 8 in a sense. Because someone else is going to be making Hwoarang content. I mean, the usual people are going to be making Hwoarang content, like the Hwoarang mains. But like, I don't get to join that group of people. Like, I remember, what's his name? Mishima Muz? I don't know how to say it. But I know that's the IGN, the tag. They made a lot of like Hwoarang resources before, and then they just stopped. There was another one, TK Binny, BINNY, before they deleted their channel. And I was like, God damn it, I pinned a lot of your things in the Hwoarang Academy because they were just like the most valuable resources in the world. So I'm like, if I miss that, I'm not going to get like the benefits of it. Or like the benefits from, what do you call this? Building it from here. Giving them out for free. Hey, don't we play each other for free? Don't we go to gaming lounges and like do everything together for free? Don't teammates do everything for... I don't know. I just find it normal to do so. I personally find it normal to do so. Like, why would I gatekeep it? I don't see a reason to. I get it, like, you're supposed to be rewarded for it. Sure. I'm like, nah, I'll get there when I get there. I will look at it in a different way. And hopefully it pans out. That's the thing. So by choosing another perspective or another route, you just gotta hope the other way pans out. Because if it doesn't, it's just like, bro, you should have done the first one, right? Exactly. But there are some things that are, well, there's currencies, let's put it that way. Currencies that are valuable, despite it not being an actual currency. And people remember that. Well, they remember those kind of things. And if it's not just like other people remembering, it's for myself as well. So that's just like me holding myself to what I want to do. And I feel like that's the most important part anyway. I don't know, Keenan, like if there's other Hwoarang stuff you feel like that hasn't been discussed, tell me. Because I look at my, what do you call that? I look at the two playlists, Open Hwoarang Lessons and Advanced Hwoarang Lessons playlist every single time. Because I have a sheet also, spreadsheet of like other video ideas that I'm going to do next. It's not just video ideas, collab ideas, blah, blah, blah. Like there's a whole thing there. And I'm like, what do I do next? Because sometimes I don't know what to do after like Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. I remember saying that in that Open Hwoarang Lessons as well. I'm like, I've covered so much about this damn character. It also, I guess that's the payoff of having like how many years of experience on the character. And it's not just years of experience, it's, what do you call that? High level experience on the character. So I kind of like know what I'm talking about. That's the thing. Oh. Boy. Because I have like 3 video ideas to do next for Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. Then after that, I'm like, what do you do next after that? Like, the game's going to be over soon. Nobody's going to be playing Tekken 7. Right? So... technically, they can be used as an early resource for 8, but that's about it. Like, I will see the views per video drop. Views per hour, that's the actual stat. It will drop. Anti-character, but only using Hwoarang. That's kind of like what I wanted to achieve with the Flamingo matchups, but I did that terribly. That's because I attempted to explain every matchup in one stream. And that was a bad idea. Because by the time I was on like the what character? 1, 2, 3. I think by the time I was on like the 4th or 5th character, I realized I don't have enough time to do it in one stream. It's like, so I started rushing everything. And if you look at the comments of like those videos, like the later ones, as you go low along, it's just like, bro, this isn't anything of value. I'm like, I agree. I can't really like reply to that. I understand. Like even me, if I was like hunting for Hwoarang resources and I see a guy, oh, who's this Frontier guy? They know the matchup? Bet. And then it's just like, that's it? Thank you. Amazing. Slow clap for you, sir. Like if I could redo that, I would redo it. But I feel like it doesn't make sense to, what do you call this, redo it anymore in Tekken 7. Like, if I get a PC, or get to upgrade this PC, I'll do it properly in 8. That I know I'll hold myself to. Because I know when I said it, it made sense to me. But I know why it makes sense to me, because I already know how the matchup works. So saying those things, or like if I communicate it to another player, let's say both you, Keenan and Eagleman, you'll get it. But what about to someone who doesn't get it, right? That's the thing. So it betrayed the thing I was after, which is being able to explain it to all skill levels. It only works for one skill level, and that's high level. And even then, it still misses a couple of things, because I was rushing that. It's just like, oh, okay, I get what you're looking at. It's like 1, 2, 3, and then that, and then how it affects blah, blah, blah. Even if you didn't say it, right? So, that can be redone. Even like punishing specific things with Hwoarang. Or like, save yourself in this matchup by punishing this thing. Yeah, those are cool ideas. But I feel like most of the 7 ideas I have left should be transferred over to 8. That's the thing. And then I'm not transferring it to 8. No, I'm transferring it to Grand Blue Fantasy Rising. I'm a 2D player now. What's Hwoarang's fastest mid? Oh, mid Punisher? Yeah, I'm sorry, it's DF1. It's DF1 3 and DF1 plus 2. So if DF1's too short, try DF1 plus 2. And if that's also too short, welcome to Hwoarang. That's the life. And don't worry, in Tekken 8 it changes. It becomes, what do you call this? DF3 plus 4. Ignition Barrage. I still remember the name of the move. Because it sounds cool. Ignition Barrage. Ah. My warm-up's taking some time, huh? Don't worry, I'm not supposed to rush this ever. After I finish my warm-up, I double-check the stuff I labbed, and then I can do the lesson. Stubby T... Well, they're not stubby. If you do DF1 plus 2, it's longer. It just depends on like the thing like, what do you call that? You're blocking. Or like attempting to punish. What's the thing you're attempting to punish, Cooler? How plus is that on hit? Bro, it's pretty plus. I don't know the exact number, but it should be around the 5-ish number. It doesn't knock down though. Without heat. Huh? Shucks, I can't remember. In the closed network test, I was able to like use that move a lot. In the closed beta test, I did not get to use that move a lot. Nobody was throwing out anything that was really negative 13. And then when something was negative 13, I kind of like just defaulted to 4-3 most of the time. Oh. But it should be good frames. And it's also good damage. Nina string that crushes high. That's a lot of moves, dude. That's a lot of moves. A lot of Nina moves kind of do that. I'm gonna give or take. I'm gonna guess Nina down 3-2. Is it that one? It was okay. It's just that in the closed network test, I could, what do you call this? Play on potato, yes, but I was at 50 rendering. 50 rendering. In the closed beta test, it got worse. I was forced to 25 render and potato. I'm like, it got worse. I thought they reduced the number of effects and everything. It didn't get as optimized. Now, the beta was great when I get to play. What I mean is the game allows me to get in. So I get like, I don't get the server error or like network error or whatever. For as long as I'm in the game, it's cool. Matchmaking was really fast. And most of my connections were all right for the most part. Any connection that was bad was either A, a really bad connection, or B, the opponent's PC was dying, or my PC was dying. But rarely was my PC dying when I was playing it a lot off stream. Parang back to. And then hindi siya safe eh. Negative 13. Bro, if it was safe, that move is dumb. That will make everyone have a pocket Hwoarang immediately. Bro, what? You have a DF3 plus 4 that's safe? It's 13 and it reaches that long and it's mid and it's safe? And the reward is that it's a heat engager? And it also can be a combo ender and then it's like a good punisher without heat? Or like, oh, hey bro, if it's safe. Bro, it's like Katarina back one too? You can just keep throwing this out? Really? 30 to 40 rendering frames. And now I went all the way down, bro. I have no idea how to beat Nina pressure. That's Hwoarang's life. You kind of like have to space out Nina. And you take advantage of the fact that Hwoarang has range. Range in the sense of punishing. So I'm not gonna say he can outrange Nina. Like Nina's gonna running 1+2. Nina's gonna like QCF 3. Like Nina can approach the opponent no problemo. But like you take advantage of the fact, let's say you do a jab, backdash, they whiff, back 3. Or like wave while standing 4, DF1, move around, down 3-4, RFS DF4. Like bait them into essentially play it like Hwoarang, if that makes any sense. You're kind of like forcing them to throw out that move and then you get the punish. While chipping them at the same time. If that makes any sense. I hope it does. What else in the closed beta test? I'm actually not a fan of the Fight Lounge. The more I think about it, like I already submitted my survey, my feedback. Oh yeah, by the way, if you were part of the closed beta test, there should be a survey in your email. Please do check your email. If you haven't answered it yet, please answer it. I think the deadline is tomorrow or November 1. Does Hwoarang have good keep out? DF2. DF2, DF4, JFSR. back 4, while standing 4, while standing 3. DF1, RFF DF3, backlash. I tried to play Hwoarang like Beck. Hold on. Hindi siya Beck. Hindi siya Beck. Hindi siya Beck, Brad. I tried playing him like my main. Well, he's not your main. Wala! Every time they give Hwoarang a Beck move, expect it to be a discounted version of Beck's move. Yun. Very seldom do they give him the exact same move na, uy, ganda to ah. Plus, I don't know, it's okay naman to sidestep before you do a forward 3. Like, sidestepping's buffed naman. So, it's just tag 2. Tag 2 step. I don't know if it's exactly tag 2 step, but it definitely feels like that. Like, when I was playing Feng, when I played against Feng, I don't know why I was avoiding so much stuff. I was like, really? Bro, because in 7, this man has me by the ropes every single time. I can't get out of anything. I literally have to block a plus frame move into a safe mid or a, low reward low, low risk, low reward low, or a medium risk, high reward low, or I have to eat a high that could kill me. And I can't punish it sometimes. Hello, back 1. In 8, I was like, I have more freedom to fight you. It's insane. It was Jin that was like, bro, sometimes I can't get out of this character. This character's stuck with me sometimes. What's with that FF2 range, bro? Why is your DF2 +3? +3? +4. Basta you get a free God Fist, so whatever the frames for that is. Down 2, I don't have a problem with Jin's down 2. It's the DF2 I have problems with. It's the same thing with like Julia. It's not the FF1 I have a problem with. It's Lashing Arrow I have a problem with. If there's anything that I would nerf, it was going to be that, not FF1. It technically is. It technically is. That actually was the move I was spamming the most in Left Flamingo. Every time I was in Left Flamingo, back 4-3. LFS back 4-3. Every single time. Because number 1, the move jails. A. B. The move deals chip damage. B. And C. It tracks really well towards the left-ish. And covers a part of his right. So the tracking is pretty much like a 90% tracking. 3 reasons why you should be pressing the move. It's probably his best mid in Left Flamingo already. That's the reason why I was like expressing it all the time. No, you should live there. If you DF1-3 into LFS back 4-3, you should win in the step. I tested that. I remember testing that. The cheese man, hello. It's the king man. Hi. You're not watching the team battle? Who came here from the team battle? Raise of hands. The Bat Colossus team battle. I've already done this. I should start sidestepping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7, 8, 8. Oh, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tapos na? Oh, okay. So by the time I started streaming, it was already over because I had it on the second monitor. 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, you know RFF FF43? They moved it to LFS. The LFS back 4-3 is essentially RFF FF43. Or rather, the LFS back 4 got the second hit of RFF FF43. I kept doing LFS back 4. Back 3. Yeah, no, hindi siya homing. What you need to do is LFS F4. You need to do Beck's move. Now, what do you call it? 3+4. Flamingo 3+4? Flamingo forward 3+4. I don't know. Basta alam ko shit. 3+4 siya. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, but his homing moves are -10, ah. Same on block? No. You mean the RFF FF43. RFF FF43 in 7 is +3 on block. In 8, LFS back 4-3 is 0. 0 on block. That's fine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was actually scared that they made it negative. Well, negative's not the end of the world, but it also just means like I can't really press all the time. It's 0. Eh, hindi siya plus. I guess the fact that it does deal chip, it's guaranteed chip damage eh. And it's 90% tracking, so yeah. 3, 2, 1. I love that move. That was like my go-to. I actually ignored the homing moves. I still dislike the homing moves. The new homing moves they added. They should have just left the power crushes of the homing moves. That's still my main gripe with Tekken 8 Hwoarang. The fact that he got homing moves in Flamingo when he didn't need it. He could have just left the power crushes at homing and kept it at negative 12 power crush. 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. Because if... Wait, hold on. I've finished my warm-up. So, I can double-check with the frames. Kasi, I think they're 20 frames startup. Both the homing moves. So, I just gotta double-check the frames for Power Crush. Because these didn't change. Yeah, it's ass. Hello, LJ. So, they... Imagine mo, it's the while standing 4-4 situation, tapos you need to throw out a 20 frame mid in order to like, what do you call that? Potentially check them. I hate how they added that situation back to... Well, technically, they didn't add it back. Because that always existed before pa. I remember having a pseudo argument with myself or like discussion when I was like in the shower, right? Your minds are your thought. It's always clear when you're in the shower for whatever reason. This is where you have all your arguments. And like your insane comebacks. It's all in the shower. So I remember, yeah. Since there was no power crushes before, these were homing moves at 20 frames. So I'm like, oh, okay. What they did was they separated it. They took away the shortcut from 7, which is like, oh, it's a power crush and it's homing, to now you have a power crush and now you have a homing move. You see how they're like mixing 7 and Tag 2 in that sense? I'm surprised they didn't take this away. I expected from the closed network test to the closed beta test that they could have like nerfed this even more. Maybe make it soft knockdown. Kasi RFS down 3-3 or RFF down back 3-3 here in 7 gives soft knockdown. Soft knockdown means is that they get knocked down, but nothing's guaranteed. And they get up immediately. So there's not really Oki per se, but there is Oki. Because the frames are in your advantage, but you don't get anything guaranteed. But they have to get up. It's only if they stay on the floor then, huh? It's still... No, yeah, it is. That's why it's okay. Like, it not launching is okay. Because you get that. Like, when I get one of that, that hurts the opponent a lot. But I actually wasn't going for... You were going for FF3 a lot, ba, in the closed beta test? Because I wasn't going for FF3 a lot after Backlash in the closed beta test. I was going for, what do you call that? Back 3 more often, right after Backlash. Kasi nobody wants to stay... Nobody wants to stand up, eh. Grabe. I'd Backlash, walk up, FF3. Tapos my plan is, every time, my plan is... Brilliant plan. So I get the FF3, I walk up in RFF, tapos I'll DF3, RFF DF3. Kasi if they wake up, they're gonna get hit by RFF DF3, +1 ako. And if they press the button or whatever, heat. I'm like, great. Sounds like a great plan. Problem is, everyone stays on the floor. Everyone. So I'm like, okay. Oh, you back 3'd? Okay. Yeah, because that's what I did too. I was just like, backlash, back 3, wave. And then everyone always gets up. So I'm like, all right, I get the JFSR, I get the down 3-4, I get to do everything. Up forward 2, DF1, 1-2, yada, yada, yada. I just wanted the RFF okay, but nobody wants to give it to me. So, and then when I switch it up, you know, because you have information, right? They're going to stay on the floor. So you backlash, right? You backlash. FF3, tapos alam ko, they're going to stay on the floor. So instead of dashing up into our right plasma blade, I would FF3. And then they stand up and block. I'm like, buwisit. Can you not? You're making my life harder, all right? This character thrives and dies on information. So if you don't give it to me, I can't do nothing. So basically, I'm forced to pick the move that makes them get up. That they're incentivized to get up. I don't know how you're incentivized to get up after back 3 because that is the Oki move. When you're more incentivized to get up after the FF3 because the Oki is lesser, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but it's lesser. So like you should get up from that compared to the back 3. You're giving me everything on the I just like, as always, you should not care. It's just like adjust to what your opponent is doing. But that was low-key annoying every time I was playing. Every time. Alright, so I'm gonna work on my notes. So spoilers for the lesson for today. I'm gonna talk about back 4 and RFF back 3. Oh, they're exactly the same. 20 damage. Wow, they're exactly the same. 13 wait, they're both 13? Ah, okay, cool. I 13 plus 2 o hit. And then how much on block? Because they're both crumple stun and counter hit. One has a better crumple stun than the other. Nico gets... It's okay. Basically, I was just saying... I was trying to get one option. The opponent would never give it to me. So since I know that they're denying me that option, I go for the other one. I go for the counter of their counter. So I'm adjusting to them. And then out of nowhere, they're gonna deny me that option again. So I'm just like, I'm never allowed to do it. If I do it, I'm only getting damage. And I'm like, nah, I'll take the Oki. Because I'm not sure if this is a hot take about Tekken 8, but getting raw damage, while damage is still damage, parang... Is it, do I dare say not as valuable? Because the opponent can get recoverable health if they return back to neutral and they play it right. Because I had that a lot. An opponent would hit me with the damaging option. And I'm like, okay, I'm alive. And the next thing I know, I recovered half my health. And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Or I hit one heat engager and my HP goes from this to this. For as long as you have recoverable health. If you have no recoverable health, then nothing. That's when damage is damage. But I was recovering a lot of my health pretty easily. Like, I don't need it to hit the opponent. I just need it to block. Like, I just need it to connect. Let me hit you. That's it. And then I get health. Hwoarang, oh, hold on. It depends on the move you do after. So if we're talking about Tekken 8 Backlash, Tekken 8's version of Backlash, your follow-up is FF3 or back 3. But when you do those two moves, you get two different kind of Okis. So essentially, to compare that, you go in Tekken 7, you while standing 3 into FF3, or while standing 3 into back 3. And that'll kind of tell you what kind of Oki you're getting. So on the while standing 3, back 3, they wake up faster compared to while standing 3 into FF3. But you're still in a range where you can still like hit them with something. This is JFSR range. This is RFF DF3 range. This is not down 3-4 range, yes, but this is LFF down 4-4 range, if you cancel out the LFF. This is a running 3 range, this is a CD 3 range, this is a CD 3+4 3 range. Yeah. -7. They're literally the same move. What's there to versus? The only thing to versus is that, bro, their combos are different. That's it. There's no... Oh my goodness. You're exactly the same move pala. Well, obviously, back 4 is the superior version. But, damn. You're exactly the same move, 1 for 1. You want 80 damage? Bro, I can show you 80 damage. And it's still 80 damage, by the way, in Tekken 8, which is crazy. It's even easier than this, which is wild. I know, that's 2 points away from 80, but that's technically 80. It's 80 flat, or 81, 82 in Tekken 8. Because you do counter hit back 4, and then you cancel out of RFF. You don't stay in RFF. You cancel out of RFF, and then you just 4-4-4. That does so much damage. His new 444 into like tail flip. It does so much damage. And then you just do RFF forward 3 into lightning halberd. LFS 4-3. If you get the just frame version of it, all the more it's gonna like get close to like 90 damage off an I-13 counter hit. That one I'm okay with it being -10 because I wasn't really. Then again, nobody was also punishing me for it in the closed beta test. Maybe because they didn't know, and because nobody wanted to jab check ever. I don't know why nobody wanted to jab check ever. Okay. So, but I mean, I get 80 plus damage. It's so easy. Back 4, up, forward, 4-4-4-4, forward, forward 3, LFS 4-3. And you have to think. Who uses RFF back 3? Me. Raise of hands. I use RFF back 3. There will be times where you're gonna start preferring this over this. Like RFF back 4 is cool and all because it crushes well, and on counter hit, you're guaranteed how much damage? 71 damage. If you're going for a basic B&B compared to like the combo here. Like the combo isn't as nice. It's like 65, I think. But there are situations where because it tracks towards that side, you're gonna use it. Or because the opponent's trying to avoid you this way and you want a different kind of launch, or because again it's the reliable one, you use that compared to RFF back 4. Also, it's 13 frames. This is 18 and this is 17. Like these both high crush, both a high and a low, but then this is the fastest high crush ish because he still technically avoids a high. Evasive, yeah, again, not crush, but like evasive in a sense. It's like JFSR. And like the early frames when you throw it out. I'm gonna take a sip of top tier water. Cheers. So all I have to remember is what's the actual combo for this. I know if you're good enough, your combo for this is sidestep left, Peacekeeper. If you're good enough. But I never, what do you call that, stapled it. I'm trying to remember what exactly I stapled. No? No, okay. It's this one. That's not 66 damage, hold up. The actual damage value is... And this works on everyone. It's 62. Versus 78. Well, they're not created fairly. But at least RFF has... that's another thing, right? You will use this if you want a counter hit I-13. Because in RFF, you don't... What's your equivalent to back 4? Your LFF back 4. That's gonna be RFF back 3. And this was originally... What do you call this? His counter hit tool. You know, you see all those combo videos in Tag 2, Tekken 6, Tekken 5, wherein they key charge and then they counter hit back 3, RFF back 3, and then they JFSR. Yeah, that was like the thing. RFF 4-4. Nah, you risk the jailing part there. Like, I know you can commit to this and create space, but it's also a different... Well, I get what you're talking about. But sometimes I don't want to throw that out. I want to throw this out. So it depends on the situation or like what you're feeling. Is it redundant? I'm not sure if it's redundant, but I'm happy with both. Because this one, what most players think of is that this gets delayed so that they get caught. So a lot of players are very prepared the moment you throw out RFF 4 on block. Because they know a delay is coming. Or they know you're going into Flamingo. Because if you throw it out, they're already doing the fuzzy. And they're like, oh, okay, I'm fine. So the way you play around that is that you just press RFF 4 and then you just JFSR. It's the same thing when you do, what do you call this? RFF 2-4 and then JFSR. So you literally RFF 2-4 on block and then just JFSR immediately. You're -8, yeah, so if you have a 16 frame JFSR, you're coming out at like 20 plus frame JFSR, but they don't see it coming because they're thinking about the first two things. The full string getting delayed, because that does catch people, or the mid randomly coming out of nowhere, or you entering Flamingo. So I've caught a good number of people with that. And I wasn't really doing that a lot before. I would throw out RFF4 and then that's it. Or like RFF24 and then that's it. And then I would like attempt to whiff punish if ever, instead of like forcing the issue. It's because I mirrored a Hwoarang when I was like going for TGO. And they did that and I got hit and I was like, why did I get hit? So I stole it from them, literally. Like, thank you. It's mine now. And I'm like, okay. It's just another thing to the mix. Is it reliable? Not necessarily. The best counterplay for this is to just never press a button. Backdash. Actually, the best counterplay is always backdash or sidestep. It's never challenging Hwoarang. It's always moving. It's the same thing in 8. Although in 8, you may want to challenge more. Kasi RFF4 is +5 on block. RFF-DF4 is +5 on block. RFF-24 is +5 on block. The main RFF pressure tools that go into RFS, or an RFS pressure tool, because you can do it from RFS, right? They're challengeable. Because the mids come out at 16. That's 16. RFS 1 16 and RFS forward 3 16. And RFS back 3 is 16. The only mid that really catches is this. I believe this comes out at 13 now in Tekken 8, and it's like -13 as well. So it used to be -14. It's still one of the fastest. Well, it is technically the fastest mid in Hwoarang's right Flamingo. But it's -14. You kind of like die for it. And characters have strong -14 punishes. Like if you're playing against Law, that's a launch. You're playing against any of the Mishimas, that's a launch. You're playing against Leo, that's a back 2 1+2. That hurts like crazy. You're playing against Akuma, that's a launch. You're playing against Geese, is that launch? Back 3-2. You're playing against Eliza, that's a launch. If you do backlash into JFSR in 8, is that in 8? Again, the emoji thing's blocking the way. It's not your emoji. There's just like there's this like heart thing that you can like spam, and you can change it to any other thing, and you can like spam it and it appears in the chat. It gets in the way of like reading some things, and I'm like, well, I just have to wait until another chat thing comes up so I can like see it. But if that's backlash into JFSR in 7, I don't think that's pretty good. It's pretty standard. If it's in 8, why would you do backlash into JFSR? Or even in 7, why would I backlash into JFSR? He can't do it, he's not good. I gotta beat the allegations. I gotta get a JFSR. Oopsie. Oh. Yeah, it's part of the frame traps. No, but even if that's not what you meant, I'm going to do it. I refuse not to be able to do this. Oh my goodness. Woo! I got it. Well, again, backlash on blocks only +4. So again, your fastest JFSR comes out at 16, so 12 frame mid. So which means you're still interruptible by a Magic 4 or a 1-2. But yeah, it's part of the mix. What was I doing with backlash on block anyway? I was doing the same things. F1+2, DF1, 1-2, down 3-4. Do I ever press JFSR after backlash? I don't really do that, yeah. Yeah, I don't really do that. At most, I like lock in with DF4 most of the time. How fast is DF4 again? 16. Yeah, my wish for this move is that it becomes a 15 frame move. I didn't need a 15 frame while standing 2-3. I was completely fine with 16. That's fine. 61 damage, consistent combo. What I wanted this to become 15. That way, you're not jab beating me. You're not beating me with a jab ever. But no. Interaction. We need a conversation. Mind games. I'm like, okay. That's exactly what they did when they turned this all into +5 on block. 2-4, RFF4, RFF-DF4. If it was 14, it was never 14, diba? Even in previous Tekkens, it was 16 the whole time. Wait, is Beck's homing move 14? I'd have to double check the frame data for that one. Well, if Beck had a 14 frame, it's like, damn. Well, again, he's not his master. In 6? Why does that... Hold on. It's time to bring out the RB Norways. If not the RB Norways, a different website for Tekken 6. Where's Tekken 6? Avoiding the puddle. Tekken 6 frame data. ATP. Yep, it's on avoiding the puddle. Really? It's 14? Well, I wasn't a Hwoarang player back at Tekken 6. Nor was I a competitive player. The input was back 4 in Tekken 6. It's 16! That's what the frame data... That's what their frame data says, not me. Yeah, wala siyang DF4. Down 3, down 3 plus down 3, down 4, down 4, 4, down 3 plus 4. Yeah, when he had a basic down 4, and then they took it away. That's another thing I want. Give him a basic down 4. You can do 1 into DF1 plus 2. After sidestep, just frame skyrocket. Hold on, I'm trying to process that. Is it the same way you were saying, like, backlash into JFSR? Because the way I'm interpreting it, right, is that after a just frame sidestep skyrocket, you can do a 1 into a DF1 plus 2. So this is how it looks like for me, or at least how I'm interpreting it. And I'm like, why would I do that? Now this is like after on block. Fake news. Yeah, because the Tekken 5 frame data, I think they said it's on Tekken Zaibatsu, but Tekken Zaibatsu's gone na, diba? Like that website doesn't load up anymore. So the most that you can get is Tekken 6 frame data, Tekken Tag 2 frame data, and then Tekken 7. All 4 seasons of Tekken 7's frame data. And then Tekken 8 Season 1. Because we know there's gonna be seasons there. Not unless you can find the frame data for the older games. But he got this move only in Tekken 6, right? He didn't get this in Tekken 5. He didn't have it in Tekken 5. Kasi in Tekken 5, I remember watching Hwoarang. They were just while standing 4-4ing for their life. I need to track the opponent while standing 4-4. Of course, while standing 3 was thrown out on occasion, but it was like they preferred while standing 4-4 more than like while standing 3. Yeah, give back basic down 4, please. That's something I want this character to get back. They removed the rage drive input already, right? The rage drive input's gone. That's the only reason why they can't put it back. So since down 3 plus 4 is not occupied by anything, can we like get a basic down 4 again? Please? I'm not asking for much. You even nerfed a basic down 4. They nerfed it, right? It's launch punishable on block. Di all the more, wait long. I'm asking to die on block. But I'm also asking for a 12 frame low. Yeah, they removed that in Tag 2. It's not available in Tag. And then in 7, they kept that. Honestly, my wish list for Hwoarang is always just like, get all the old moves and put it back. Everything we have over here, throw it back to Tekken 8 Hwoarang. That's all. I know there's some stuff that have to get nerfed, and because it has to be in line, streamlined with what Tekken 8's about, cool. But forward 2 into LFF. Bring this back. The last time this existed, what I believe was like Tekken 6 or Tekken 5. One of the two. Down 3-4 into LFF. That was Tekken 5. That's gone in Tekken 6. Can we have that back? Can we get, I don't know, down 3-3? I know we can't have left toothbrush, but can we have left toothbrush in that way? And there's just a couple of more other things. Down, Ben, basic down 4. Huwag nang bigyan. It's just a basic down. It's negative 15 on block. It's negative 3 on hit. It does nothing. It's useless in the grand scheme of things of Tekken hit. Sure, Frontier, keep telling yourself that. It's useless. 12 frame from useless? Yeah, it's useless. Totally don't want it. Totally don't want it. You know, the ability to press a 12 frame low. Nah. Don't want it. Don't want it. So you mean on block? That's what you meant. So like after a sidestep, just frame skyrocket, you can 1 into DF1+2. Or 1 into DF1+2 after. Because again, the sentence reads out, you can do 2, 1, a jab, into DF1+2, which is the mid check. After sidestep, just frame skyrocket. That's kind of like how I read it. That's how the sentence makes sense to me. Like, I'm not sure if I would jab right after just frame skyrocket. I mean, you can. Can you do a DF1+2 after just frame skyrocket? You can. Just know you're negative 8. Who doesn't even need down 3? Oh. I'm just really trying to think of something. But for the most part, I disagree completely. This character is going to be completely different if there's no down 3-4. In fact, I probably won't even be ducking if there's no down 3-4. Yeah, yung toothbrush sa LFS. Wala eh. He has the Beck move in LFS. At least heat engager siya. Kasi, yeah, that's big. That's honestly what made Tag 2 pressure kind of tough to get out of. Kasi, it was actually just better to stay in left, I feel, compared to right in Tag 2. Kasi you could safely low crush compared to right. Kasi right didn't get RFS up forward 4 then. So you still had the RFS 3 or RFS back 4. And that wasn't even a power crush. So there were still chances where you got, well, technically the OS, the basic down 4, would kill you in the right toothbrush. In left toothbrush, it couldn't kill you because you could low crush. And you had a mid. A safer mid. Yeah, well, some versions of the move will just never come back. It is what it is. Okay, wait, if I don't use that combo, and I use this one, it's 67. Okay, I'll write that down. SSL, forward 2, RFF 3-4, RFS back 4, spin, or tail spin, RFF forward 3, LFS forward 3? Yeah, 67. So, 67 for RFF back 3 and 78 for LFF back 4. Is there anything else I need to lab in these things? I have the frame data. Tracking? Pwede. Where do you guys track? Let's say we're at... let's say we're +5. Right? Uy. That's still the same in Tekken 8, by the way. This man's tracking has improved in 8, but his tracking's kind of like the same-ish, but it's kind of improved a little bit. So tracks towards his red. Cool. Like completely. Again, but this is again tested against Hwoarang. Obviously, if you swap it to a better character, it could change. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Towards his right, more or less. And then this one storage is left. Yeah. I think that's about it. So I write tracks right, and then the other one tracks left. I think the easiest way to remember it is that if I press back 4, it's the right kick. Therefore, it tracks towards his right. Wow, straightforward. And if I press back 3, it tracks towards his left. Because I think RFF back 4, yeah, that's why you use this. Because RFF back 4 does not track that way. And you don't want to commit to RFF down back 3-3. You will be committing it though in Tekken 8, but not in Tekken 7. In Tekken 7, not as much. Yeah, so this is the kind of like the main reason why you use it. So again, it's a tracking. Is that all I need to know about it? So it's gonna be a relatively short lesson then, huh? Because I can breeze through that in like I would like to say 10 minutes. That's wishful thinking. Because the last 2 lessons I did, when I did 2 lessons at the same time, I think it was like last week or last week? No, yeah, last week. Before the whole Tekken 8 week, right? Or like the whole Tekken 8 weekend. I think the first one was like the raw cut of the first lesson there was 9 minutes. And then the raw cut of the second one was 15 minutes. I was like, wow. I remember talking about Air Raid. I forgot what the other one was. But yeah, that was short. It was so short. So I think this one can be short as well. Idol! Musta Nate? Welcome to Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. I'm contemplating about whether doing the lesson already because I think I have everything I need to like talk about it. But yeah, again, pinned comments your guide. If you have any questions about Tekken 7 or about Hwoarang, or I guess about Tekken 8 Hwoarang, feel free to drop it in chat. I'll get back to you. Oh, that's the other thing. Like you can go to right flamingo and F2+3. You can do F2+3 from all the stances now. So I don't have to like remember to punish with 1, 2, 3. Or like if I'm stuck at the wall, I don't have to like 2, 3 and then do that. You can just 2, 4. So now you can do like RFS F4 into F2+3. We're cooking the counter hits tonight. Or for this stream, Nit. Next stream we'll be cooking up the mids. And then the stream after that, I don't know what we're cooking up. I'll think of something because I need to finish Advanced Hwoarang Lessons by November. I think it's gonna finish by November. So I said last time about it finishing in October. That was a lie. Apparently it wasn't finishing in October. I gotta be careful because I don't know how many like resources I want to put out in quotation marks. Because how much longer are you gonna be able to use this anyway? Not for long. And you need time for it to like sit and so like cook. So like you get better at it, right? Or like you get more comfortable with it. So that's why I feel like November is a better time to end. That way you can cook it from December all the way to like the whole month of January until it becomes the 24th. Yeah, exactly. RFS up 4 forward into F2+3. Yeah. now you cooking. I use that cancel a lot actually. The RFS up 4 cancel. Well, it's number 1, it looks good. And number 2, a lot of people hold in RFF. So instead of me just stand switching, I can stay in RFS and then do something. Ang pogi eh. Oh, diba? Siyang pogi. Ooh, he spins. It's like, woo. If there's a move I'll learn, it'll be that. And then I'm gonna like hurt my leg when I do it. I'm like, oh, wait, I can't jump that high. I can't lift my leg that high. It is over. It's over. I can leave it in open Q&A. You can just chat. I've been practicing my just chatting skills. So far, I've been able to carry or like be able to talk for like 2 hours straight. Sitting in practice mode, which also literally means doing nothing. I mundanely practice player 2 movement here, which is going to be what I'm going to be doing next week. I gotta practice player 2 because I've ignored player 2 for so long. See, that was a JFSR. It came out as down 4. Oh no. Oh no, it's Skyrocket. Oh no. Although I guess there's some stuff I've never covered, like Fox Step. The only reason why I never covered Fox Step is because I can't do it. Or rather, I can only do a basic one. That's it. That's my Fox Step. Yun lang. That's why I always point other people like, hey, you want to learn more about Fox Step? Baska has a video on Fox Step. Please go there. Because it'll teach you how to do it. I listed it as a movement option, but did not demonstrate it. I just said, go there to that video. That's it. Using another person's work. Ingit much sa Fox Step? Di naman. Never. I've never really needed to use it. Because I remember, what was the tournament recently? Manila Madness 2. Tama, right? Manila Madness 2. Kasi Bruce Maker showed me something. I think that was after his pools. Because he was still chilling at the venue. And I was still waiting for my turn because I was the last pool. I was pool D. Which started at like, well, bro, what time did it start? I think it started around like 5-ish. So I really had to wait. I was at the venue, 10 o'clock. I thought I was early. Then everyone was there pala, so I had to like wait for a warm-up setup. Or a setup to warm up on. Again, tangent. So, show me a thing. I'm like, bro, that's really cool. But also, at the same time, it's extreme. You know, when are you gonna get to be... When can you hit that? You know how it is. People don't really stay on the floor as often. You know. But it's cool. I think... Shucks, what did he call it? He called it a shadow step. So, it's like... Okay, I can kind of show it. So supposedly, it's like Baska's, like where you get the opponent's back by going into like Flamingo and then cancel, or what do you call it? Going into Flamingo, doing the forward 2 into RFF forward 3, and then canceling that back, and then you're back in RFF, right? And then you're facing them, they're backwards, they wake up the wrong way, you get the launch. So essentially, it's the same thing, except instead of that, you're doing, what do you call this? Oh, not that. You're doing forward 3. So supposedly, I forgot the sequence, but you're supposed to go to your opponent's back by doing forward 3. The only reason you need it is because it's foggy. I wish I did a lot of things because it's just foggy. Are you talking about RFS up 4 forward? If so, yes. If you're talking about Fox Step, no, I will not do that. Because when he showed me that, I was like, bro, that's cool and all. But when are you going to be able to, you know, when can you do it? When are you going to be able to do that thing? Because forward 3, what's going to happen is, after forward 3, you're supposed to phase through your opponent. The foot goes down, they stay on the floor, and then you get the back turn 4. You saw it from MDJ. He's the legend. He has all this cheese down to the last letter. I wouldn't be surprised. So I was like, yeah, that's so impractical. Like, if there's anything you know about me, I'm too practical a Hwoarang. I'm way too practical. Can I punish Claudio's hopkick with DF2? I've been using just 4-3. You cannot punish Claudio's hopkick with DF2 because Claudio's hopkick is negative 13 on block. It's not negative 15 on block. Just a general tidbit, all the hopkicks in the game, for the most part, are negative 13 on block. There's a very few hopkicks in the game that are launch punishable. So I'm gonna throw out Claudio's hopkick here. You're gonna see it comes out, the frame data says 13. So you'll never get a DF2, no matter how hard you try, because the punishment indicator will never show up. And if you have the opponent block here, like you tell the opponent to block, it won't go in. So you need to 4-3. You either 4-3, 4-4, or 4F4. Or if you want to, go ahead, DF1-3. The only hopkick you're really launching on block, usually, is Lucky Chloe's. Because that's negative 15. Haven't seen that. Does it still work? It does. Are you talking about the one Bruce Maker told me? T8 na T8 na po. DF3 plus 4 Ignition Barrage. That's what you gotta use to punish, bro. Not this DF3 plus 4, nah. This is up back 3 now. And it's cool that you can access it from RFF, which is nice. But yeah, no. If this was Tekken 8, Keenan's right. That's what you punish. If you want to activate heat. But if you don't want to activate heat, well, technically 4-4. 4, hey, this move sucks. In 7. It's okay. That's the most I can say about it. But I can never make it say it's good. In 8, it's good. Because, this doesn't lose the backdash. That's all you need to know. Because, there you go. I'm going to hop kick with Lucky Chloe. You're going to see the frames come out 15. So since it comes out at 15, this is the hop kick you launch punish. So this is the one where you can punish with the DF2. Most of the time. There's going to be a certain range of the hop kick on block where you can't, punish it with a DF2. So you can opt to still punish at that range with like a 4-3. But see, even that whiff. So if you want consistency, this is where, what do you call this? You up forward T plus 4. But you have to be fast. What's your Punisher Kali roll? Your Punisher Kali roll is DF3. Oops. So, roll, papam, full string, and then we get the one where it's not full string. Papam. Replay. Forward 3, DF3 4. This is your most consistent punish. It's like the most reliable. It's not a launch, because you can do forward 3 into this. LFS of forward 4. But there are cases where, what do you call this? This loses. And yeah, you saw that. It lost there. There are cases. It can still hit the cancel when she doesn't do the whole thing. But this is the most reliable. So that's why I always go for this. You don't have to go for like forward 3. You can just go straight up for the power crush. You can only go for that if you have HP to spare. If you don't have HP to spare, make sure you're doing the forward 3. That way you avoid the kick and then do the power crush at the same time. Also 4-4-4 forward, the Pogi stance. Is that still an 8? Kasi alam ko in 8, they removed this. 4F4 is gone. Which I dislike. They killed this. They kept 4-4 forward. I didn't check that. Hi. Welcome to Advanced Hwoarang Lessons, Rael. Rael? Real? I don't know. But yeah, that's your most consistent punish for Lucky Chloe's role. Oh wait, where am I? Let's just go to character select. That way I can go back to Arctic Snowfall.
Welcome to the Hwoarang.
Yeah, we're not starting out with 50 characters. We're starting out with how many characters again? 30? So it's gonna be like a square-ish. Square, rectangle. Wait, is this 30? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21? How do I make the opponent duck in 8? That's the fun part. Because I swear, the amount of Hwoarang complaints from Hwoarang players is absolutely insane. It's insane, not because the reasons are invalid. The reasons are valid. It's insane because you complained about one thing in 7, you wanted something else, they gave you that in 8, and now you complain about that in 8. I'm like, ain't no way. I want a 15 frame while standing punish. They're like, okay, we'll give it to you. While standing 2-3. Currently, the combo damage for that is 55. I saw a combo that's 55. Kasi my combo's at 50. So someone hit 55. And it's actually consistent. So, and it involves a lot of LFS of forward T plus 4. Forward. So like, okay, cool. It'd be a dream to hit 60 because this hits 60. 16 at 60. But they gave you a 15 frame. And people are like, nah. I'm just gonna while standing 3 FF3. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's launch punishable, low is launch punishable. And then 7. I can't enter RFS, and I can't hit them with a low ever. Every time I press a low, I gotta risk my life for it. Understandable. Yes, on paper you got to. But also you gotta work around it. It's probably why my Hell Sweet video has 1K views. Should have been one of the earlier videos I made, not a later video. That way it got more traction. And they're like, okay, say no more. We'll give you a safer low in RFS. So they transferred RFF down back 3-3 to RFS. Because you want a safe low in RFS. Because the safe low in RFS before was RFS down back 3. Down back 4. RFS down back 4. And that was LFS down back 3 as well. So they're like, we're not going to give you those moves exactly, but we'll give you this. And we'll take out the snake edges as well. That way you just never die on block. But we'll take away the power low in a sense. We'll take it away. They still technically kept it there. It's just that it's only stronger in heat. And then, so now you can safely hit them in 8. And then now the complaint in 8 is like, bro, Hwoarang can't survive without the Haymaker. I'm like, huh? Wait a minute. Were we watching the same character in each Tekken series? Because as far as I remember, in Tekken 5, you weren't really down 3-4ing. In Tekken 6, down 3-4 was only NCC. It wasn't NC. And the same goes for like the right version of down 3-4. It was also only NCC. It was basically Josie down 3-4. And then in Tag 2, you have no power low. Not unless you say RFS down back 4 and LFS down back 3 are power lows, because you get an FF3 right after it on counter hit, and you're only negative 13 on block. I'm like, are we playing the same character? Or are you a Tekken 7 Hwoarang? That's what this is. Because that's what it sounds like. Because a lot of the stuff I was complaining about, I was like, okay, before I complain about it, let me double check it again. All right. No, again, they're mixing the worlds together. Ang iksi, hindi siya iksi eh. For most lows that are, what do you call this, negative 15, it's consistent. A good number of them, it's consistent. I wish we could lab more on it to find out how inconsistent it is. But every time someone threw out something that was negative 15 versus me, I was getting it eh. Off stream. That's the sad part. Off stream, I can't show you a VOD and be like, I'm just like, bro, you just got sources, trust me, bro. Yun lang. Well, hold on. Now I went on a whole tangent there. But let me answer your question. So in 8, you can't just like kill them, right? But it's 31 damage. That's exactly the same damage you still get if you do RFS down 4-3. Now, it's also negative 1 on hit. Does that mean it's the end of the world? No, it's like forward 2. Negative 2. You can still do a lot. And movement is open in 8. So, my theory for it, because I was trying to do it a lot, was you do RFS down 4-3 when you want damage, and then you SS. You sidestep to either side, and then you can either go, the main thing I was going for was down 4-3, and then SS fuzzy low parry. So I would SS into a fuzzy low parry and keep the position. So it's not about hitting them per se. It's about maintaining position. So let's say you did it at the wall. RFS down 4-3. They don't get knocked down into Oki, but they get hit. And then they have to think about the third hit, right? Because that's a high. They can potentially duck you and like punish you hard for that. And if it wasn't counter hit and the screen didn't shake, you're not going to commit to it, right? So since they gave you an easier way to like confirm counter hits. So when you get the first 2 hits, you SS, and then you fuzzy low parry, they're going to be looking for, you know, A, the third hit, and B, to hit you, to challenge you. Now, I stepped a Jin DF1. Cool. After that situation. And that's what's typically going to happen. 3 things are going to happen. They're going to check you with a high, whether a jab or a magic 4. They're going to check you with a mid, DF1. Or they're going to check you with a down jab or a basic low. So a down jab or a down 4. And SS avoids a good amount of that. SS into a block. So you can maintain the position by simply doing that if they're thinking on the defensive end of those 3 things. Because if they're pressing immediately, it's just like, I can just do the math. You just run up the math. So if they're pressing 13, I'm negative 1. then I can just down jab myself or jab myself. I will win. So you could RFS down 4-3, down jab or jab. You'll win. Cheeky, yeah, but you'll win. The other one is RFS down 4-3, F3-3. If they launch you for it, all right, don't do that. But if they don't launch you for that, and if not that, RFS down 4-3, back 2 or back 1. Or power crush. Like, or up 4 if they're gonna down jab you. Like, there are ways to like get damage. There are ways to continue hitting the opponent despite it being -1. And this also applies in open, by the way, if they're going to challenge you ASAP. Because if they're gonna like backdash or sidestep, bro, then it's just all about movement, ain't it? It's a whole mind game again. Yeah, see, Keenan got it. Hello, Cookie Mystic, and hello, Parth. Talking about Tekken 8 stuff at the moment. I'll tell you the other thing later. So, it's not about, again, it's not about getting damage first. So you can think of it two ways. My way is to take position first. I want to like keep position right after this. Because we're both gonna spend frames. I'm gonna spend frames to SS into a fuzzy low parry. You're gonna spend frames mentally to either jab, DF1, or down jab. Because if you're at the wall, you're not moving for the most part. Or you're gonna press your evasive move, right? Let's say Jin, up forward 2, Feng, up forward 2, right? Or Hwoarang, back 1. If you're in open, same dice. Except that they have the movement option now available to them. Because you have to, again, streamline it to how like Tekken 8's wanting you to play. So Tekken 8 doesn't want you to like bam, bam, bam your opponent to death. They want you to bam, bam, bam your opponent to death, but in a different way. They want you to interactively just be aggressively beating them down, but they still have a chance to like move around it. So it's aggressive in that kind of sense. It's not like all hope is lost kind of aggressiveness-ish kind of thing. So position is huge. So you get your 30 damage, your -1. And once you have the information, you only need to do it twice. Twice or once to grab the reaction. And then you work with that. Because again, the safest thing for you as the Hwoarang is to do nothing. Or backdash. I had a situation where I throw out RFS down 4-3. And I backdash. They press a button. Thankfully, it's not a button that catches me. And then I just back 3. And I'm like, thank you. And of course, again, that's for players who are gonna again pressing buttons. If they're not gonna be pressing buttons, it's about the situation after. If you're after grabbing position. Because you could be greedy, or like straight up, I'm just gonna like RFS down 4-3 and then I'm gonna down 3-4 again. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. It's just that the first hurdle is the buttons. So you really need to see what the reaction is first. It's the same thing when you throw out the Hell Sweep in Tekken 7. What's their reaction afterwards? Or rather, not afterwards. What's the reaction after you did the down 3-4? Did they block your Hell Sweep or not? Or after the 1-2-4? Anything that put you into right flamingo on block or on hit. Did they block the Hell Sweep first or not? You have to enter your flow chart first. Did they block it? Yes or no? No? Okay. Here's the list of things we can do. And here's the list of things that we can build up to. And here's the list of things, the counters that they may do. Blah, blah, blah. So you can like build it like this. And then if they blocked it, okay. It's not the end of the world. You can still do this. So it's the same thing in 8. It's not over. It's not less threatening. I would dare say, Tekken 8 RFS is safer than, what do you call that, 7. Well, technically, that's not dare say. It's obvious, and like in plain sight, it is far more safer than, what do you call this, Tekken 7 RFS. Simply because of RFS down 3-3, which is RFF down back 3-3 here in 7. 3-4, or RFS 3-4. RFS up forward 3, which is RFF FF3. That's it. Those 3 moves. Technically, you can remove RFF FF3. I didn't really prefer this. I preferred 3-4. But you can include RFF FF3. It's just that this one's still slower. This one comes out at 16 in RFS. I think the other one also comes out at 16, but you're at a higher jumping point, so that means you're more floatable compared to Flying Eagle. I don't think I ever got floated for this in the closed network test and the closed beta test, which is insane. You should get floated out of it, but nobody bothered. So, right, it's hard to play against a down jab or a basic down 4 in Flamingo. Well, 9-8. I 1-2, 1-2-4, and then I'm 3-4. I down back 4, and then I'm gonna 3-4. I want to hit you safely. Say no more. Down 3-4, RFS down 3. The amount of people that attempted to punish this. And then when someone actually did, I pressed the full string. They died. It's essentially Noctis down 2-2. I just wish I could turn this into Noctis down 2-2. Tekken 7, not Tekken 8. In Tekken 8, it is Noctis down 2-2. But in Tekken 7, I never found a way. Ako naman ang gusto nyo yung RFS up forward 3. Kasi, if it hits, my guaranteed FF3. Oy, did you know? After 3-4, guaranteed yung TF3 plus 4. Yun lang. Tapos if you're in heat, mag-heat dash ka after DF3 plus 4, full combo. Fun. Yeah, but the RFF one has slightly better tracking. And probably the LFS and the RFF one probably have better tracking than the LFF one as a whole. They actually nerfed the tracking of LFFs. They didn't really nerf the tracking of LFS and the tracking of RFF. But another tidbit for that is that, yes, they changed the animation of down 3-4 in RFF. But the first hit of RFF down 3 puts you in back turn, which is cool. And opens up, back turn mix-ups if you want to use them. I won't really use them, but you can use them. And it hits grounded. He hits grounded. Kasi LFF down 3 does not hit grounded at all. This does not hit grounded. RFF down 3 hits grounded. LFS down 3 hits grounded. So you have 2 down 3-4s that hit grounded. It's not just 1 down 3-4 that hits grounded, 2. So it's 2 out of the 3 instead of 1 out of the 3. Mm-hmm. Paano? Wala, pumasok siya. You want me to send you how many videos about it? You want to see how many crazy examples exist? So it's like, I forgot which hit whiffs. I think it's the second hit that whiffs, and then the third hit connects. So the first hit hits, second hit whiffs, third hit connects. Something like that. And it's usually on straight axis. Small asterisk on straight axis. So technically, if you want consistency, RFS up forward 3 is the way to go. I just love this more. I like Flying Eagle more. Yeah, DF3 plus 4 is now an up back 3. But yeah, that was a lengthy answer, Rail. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm probably butchering your username. Long-winded answer. But essentially, you treat it like the Hell Sweep in 7 in reverse. In reverse. But there is a way to get stuff from it. If anything needs extra explaining, or like you want to get a better idea, or there's like something you want to challenge from that, just let me know. Ano pa from 8? You should become a down 4-4 believer. Yun. Bro, because you could do 1-2-4. Well, you can do an RFS 2. Opponent's gonna step. What do? RFF DF3 is a little bit too slow. RFF back 3 is a high. I don't want to do a high. My mids, I don't want to do an unsafe mid. DF1's not gonna catch. RFF DF4 is not gonna catch. Well, it's linear. F1 plus 2 has a chance to catch. Sometimes it doesn't. I'll just press down 4-4. It's so funny. I'm in any RFF situation and the opponent's stepping. I might just down for a 4. I might just randomly get a launch. Wala, it tracks well eh. What am I gonna do? I don't know. That's if those complaints are, what do you call that, valid. Kasi alam mo, it's anyone and everyone on Twitter eh, diba? Anyone and everyone. So, then again, I'm forced to, again, not I, we were forced to play with the versions of the characters they give us. So, if Kazuya's like that, Kazuya's like that. If they leave Lily as good as she is, she's gonna be good. They leave Jun like that, they leave Jun like that. They leave Asuka like that, they don't buff her again. They keep her nerfed. It is what it is. They don't touch Hwoarang. Okay. Okay. It's only until the balance patches come and then like they have a data stream like from tournaments and they're like, oh okay, and then like even from rank and how it like gets the distribution spread. That's the only time they can start making decisions. Because there's stuff I would nerf from him. Yeah, Hwoarang right now from the closed beta test, I would. But would I? Nah. What's there to really nerf? Not much eh. I feel like the character for there's stuff to unnerf. I guess nerf mainly is like damage. The carry. Damn, this character does way too much damage at times. Sometimes. Like 80 damage after a counter hit back 4? Really? Why? That hurts. Yeah, no, it's a good move. But I wouldn't say it's something that needs to get nerfed. If anything, nerf the range that it's capable of doing. Like, it hitting from range 3 is okay. It hitting from range 3.5 or 4 is not okay. And then if you want to make it 0 on block, you can make it 0 on block. Yeah, that's fine. At best, 0 on block. Because the moment you make it -1, alright, that's hard. Now, it's not hard if it was placed on a different character. That's the thing. That's the Hwoarang thing. It's not a problem if it was on a different character. It's a problem if it's on my character. You move the number like that, oh. It's over. Well, not necessarily over, but man, you have made my life even harder. Because it's Hwoarang. I know that explanation is not good enough, but you'll understand it when you play the character. That's the only way you'll be able to truly feel the effect. And you're like, wow, oh, okay. Like, shucks, was it speed? I think it was speed who was saying like he wants JFSR punishable again at -10. I'm like, why? They already reduced the pushback on this on block. In the closed network test, I was digging through some clips, old clips. There was still pushback on Just Frame Skyrocket. In the closed beta test, there's no pushback. So like, that means you're saying you want the move to become OTGF. I'm like, the move was never OTGF. I don't want it to be OTGF. Because that means everyone in the cast can, what do you call this? They can punish me. Instead of it being a select few of characters in open. Of course, at the wall, fine. Actually, at the wall, there was some pushback on on Skyrocket. You know, lethal Skyrocket. Who's calling it lethal Skyrocket though? So I don't know. Parang at the wall there is, but then usually for the most part there's none. I wouldn't want it to be -10 if they're not gonna bring back its pushback on block. Because I still press this move a lot. For it to turn into OTGF, I'm like, oh, okay. So now more Tekken 8. I gotta, okay, fine. It looks hella plus na nga. I mean, it's the same thing with Kazumi running 2, right? I remember in the arcades, when I was first playing, I would block a Kazumi running 2. I'm like, ooh! You know, the character goes back a lot, and I'm like, is that plus? And then, you know, I forget whether it was Peaker or Gold Standards behind me. It's like, no, that's negative on block. I'm like, huh? But he looks like that. Yeah, but that's Tekken. That was my introduction to, yeah, that's Tekken. I'm like, okay. It's a video game. Yeah. That's what I learned. Video game is video game. They might as well remove the stagger on block, but I mean, they didn't remove the stagger for Kazumi's running too. It's still here, right? Tekken is still Tekken. They're still gonna keep raw knowledge checks. They're not gonna let that go. Yeah, that looks plus to me. I legit remember playing a Kazumi and getting harassed by running 2, only to realize that this move wasn't plus. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can run from that. This one, no, that's hella plus. I know there are other characters. Like, Jack FF1 looks plus sometimes. Like, before I knew frame data, I never pressed against Jack FF1. Well, aside from, like, the pushback on block, right? That sets up, you know, a free DF2. It just looked like I'm crouching. Oh, my character's, like, dead. After he blocks a Jack FF1. In reality, he's, like, -6. It's Tekken. Alright, cool. You're fine. I'll live with it. It's only once I know kind of thing. Cause I don't know if I don't know if you're supposed to make it super realistic or not. I just got used to it. So it's like, do you want to take away that legacy part or not? Whether it's a valuable legacy thing or not, that one can be truly debated. Because there are still some strings that jail and, well, they don't make as much sense. Same way people are complaining about Hwoarang's down 4-4 jailing now. On hit, not on block. So there are still other moves that are criminal of it. But of course, it's a new game. And of course, who takes the flack? Hwoarang. Not a surprise. This character is always in the forefront of so many discussions. What time is it? It's 2 minutes to 11:50, and that means I'll be close enough to 10 minutes to 12 midnight. That means I should do the lesson soon? Or do the... Okay, you know what? When it hits 11:50, I'm gonna do the lesson. So we'll keep open Q&A for now. But once it hits 11:50, I'm gonna do the lesson. Again, the lesson for this stream is about back 4 and RFF back 3. It's gonna be relatively short. I think I'm gonna finish it in 10 minutes. I hope. So yeah. Oh no, that jails. Because it's it's FF43. It's essentially that move. It jails. That's the reason why I was spamming it the entire time. It jails, it deals chip damage, and it has 90% tracking. I will press that move forever. It wall splats. It's a natural combo. Yeah. It's 0 on block. That's 6 reasons. What I did not check is that can you duck the high if the mid whiffs, but I'm pretty sure that you can naman. Yeah. You know, godlike. Di naman godlike, but like pretty strong move. Really, really strong move. Strong move that I cannot ignore. And it fits the way I like to play naman eh. So like you could have a sequence like down 3-4. Cancel. Oh wait, hold on, wrong. Down 3-4, cancel, and then LFS back 4-3. Or down 3-4, stand switch, LFS back 4-3. No, even more. RFS 2-4, RFS up 4 forward, stand switch, LFS back 4-3. It's like so easy to fit everywhere. That's not just frame skyrocket. Just frame. Oh no. Yeah, player 2 practice it's in order. For as long as I don't stay in Grand Blue Fantasy Rising. Because I am hoping to finish, advanced Hwoarang lessons by November. And then December will just be extra videos. I guess December to January will be other videos. Still 1 week upload per week. But I'll be playing a lot of Grand Blue in between. And then hopefully, you know, the stars align, get a stronger PC, and then I can like, boom, day one, Tekken 8. Instead of like February or March, I come into Tekken 8. Or I don't get into Tekken 8 in the first year at all. Okay. But it's 11:50. Alright, so if you're new here to, you know, open Hwoarang lessons or advanced Hwoarang lessons, again, every time I do the lesson, I kind of just like ignore chat. So if you put anything there, just know I'll get back to you after I'm done talking to myself. That's all. Alright. Let's do this. Shouldn't take long. In 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to Advanced Hwoarang Lessons. Steve is Hwoarang's rival, right? You saw that in the Tekken 5 intro. We all know that. That's why they're partners in Tekken Tag 2 and Street Fighter X Tekken. And hopefully they're gonna have an interaction in Tekken 8. But beyond that, since Steve is his rival and Steve has a counter hit back one, which is I-13, Hwoarang said, yeah, I also too will have a counter hit 13 frame high. That way I can be like Steve Fox, and Steve Fox can say, I'm also like Hwoarang. But that's not the only move that is counter hits at 13 for Hwoarang. He also has the OG one, which has always been his main counter hit launcher in RFF. RFF back 3 at 13 frames. Let's dive into these two moves. So let's cover the new move first, which is again LFF back 4. I believe this is a new move because for the most part his back 4 in Tekken Tag 2 and in Tekken 6 was his homing move, DF4. And DF4 in Tekken Tag 2 was DF4-3, homing mid-high. So for the most part the counter hit that only existed was this one, RFF back 3. But that's besides the point. So again, LFF back 4. This is an I-13 high. You see it's +2 on hit. And notice how he kind of like Hwoarang steps towards the left a little bit. So he has a chance to avoid a couple of things. I wish I had an example to show you. But just trust me. Source, trust me, bro. There are times where your opponent's pressuring you. Boom. Because he just moves his shoulder over to the side. Hurt box is gone. And then bang. Back 4. But don't rely on it as much. Just see it like more as like a 13 frame Magic 4. Rather than like invasive-ish 13 frame Magic 4. But if you do the lab work right. Okay. Do the lab work right. Then you can kind of like treat it as like an evasive Magic 4-ish in specific situations. So not only is it +2 on hit, it is also -7 on block. And key thing, because we're not after whether you can use the plus frames there or not. What we're after is where does it track towards to, right? So let's say we do LFS1, classic scenario where you're +5 on block after left flamingo 1. It doesn't track towards the left. So that's again sidestep left. If we change this to sidewalk left, all the more it will not catch. But if we change this to sidestep right, that's when it catches. Well, I mean, it's the right leg, therefore it should track to the right side. Same thing with sidewalk left. Good. Same thing if you do a regular jab. Alright. But that doesn't work at like range 1. Well, rather if you put it to sidestep right, there's the chance where it loses. So if you're like a point blank at +1 or +2, basically the higher your frame data, the better. It wouldn't matter what range you're at, range 1 or 0. But for the most part, if you're playing with lower frames, we'll track well towards the right at range 0. So yeah, fine. You know what? Let's cover what you could do on hit, right? So again, backdash is always the key thing, right? So yeah, naturally, that's always gonna whiff. RFF DF4, that's gonna whiff. So it's like, but down 3-4 catches. You know what else catches? JFSR. You know what else catches? Not DF1-3, but DF1 +2. Again, this is against regular backdashes, I have to say that. Because against stronger backdashes, a couple of these options will lose. Mainly DF1 +2, but not JFSR. Down back 3 will have a chance. Or down 3-4 rather, will have a chance to lose there. You do another one of those RFF down back 3 hidden. And I think you can lock them in with a backlash. So you're fine. Not really the end of the world. It's just that you don't have a lot of like... You can't go straight into pressure tools immediately, such as RFF24, RFF-DF4, and RFF4. If you want it, you're going to have to go through the other ways. Like, you go straight for a running 3, you go for a down 3-4, etc. Like, get some plus frames or like a backlash so that you can do your 1-2-4, 1-2-3, etc, etc, etc. So your B&B combo for this is pretty strong. This works for most of the cast, not the smallest characters, naturally. But that's 78 damage. That's pretty good. Really good, in fact. If we swap it to a smaller character, so we're gonna grab Eliza here. Again, smaller characters, Eliza, Lucky Chloe, Xiaoyu, and Kunimitsu. Kunimitsu being the smallest. Your combo changes here because, again, their hurtbox is really, really small. So you can't backlash on straight axis. If you're off axis a little bit, where it's gonna be realigned to straight, that's when you will get a backlash. Although I am not... There you go. Took a while. But yeah, you see how off axis you gotta be. That's the only time you'll get it. But for the most part, the combo you usually do, you sidestep into a Peacekeeper. Not that hard to pull off for as long as you practice it. So, oops. You can tell I have not been practicing this because it's not the combo I've been doing. But it is usually what you go for. So back 4 into Peacekeeper. I'm gonna try to get this. Probably gonna skip to the part where I actually hit it already. This is what's gonna slow down the lesson. The fact that I'm not hitting it. Woo! Connect. It's okay. This all gets cut in post. The VOD watchers don't have to watch me. What do you call this? Fail it multiple times. Yeah, you don't. At all. It just cuts to me actually hitting it. Bruv. Yeah, again, you really need to practice for this thing. I'm getting tired. There you go! Okay. It's okay. The power of editing is strong. Very, very strong. So strong that any error that happens here, just like that, it works in my favor. For, what do you call that? Average view duration. There we go. It doesn't drop this time, baby! 75. So you're 3 points away if you practice that B&B. Which you should. Because if you don't do that and you opt for something simpler, let's say you do back 4, sidestep forward 2, which is pretty easy, you'll end up with 70 damage. So now you're 5 points away from SSR FF4 and from 8 points away from backlash. So that's like a huge difference in terms of like combo utility. So you should practice that combo when you're playing against the smaller characters, and it's usually them that it won't hit by. It does hit Noctis, Leroy, and Lee. Those are the smallest guys for the most part. But we're not done with back 4 just yet. This move has some slight pushback on block if you've noticed. And if the opponent backdashes, all the more look how much space you get from your opponent. So, you can kind of use it to... Oopsie. To get a punish. So let's say this is on block. I jab. Or do something that will lose. There you go. This situation is not going to happen as often, but there will be situations like it where a DF1 will not catch. However, if it's the DF1 that will catch, you'll get locked. But if it's right at a specific range, it will whiff, and if you press a different move instead of RFF DF4, say right Plasma Blade probably would hit, or an up forward 3+4/4 for a short whiff punish, you're gonna get it. And that's pretty neat. So your opponent still has to watch out for that. But for the most part, if they do catch you immediately right after a back 4, you kind of like are not moving anywhere. It's the same thing with JFSR on block, despite being -8 with pushback on block. If they just lock you in, you're locked in. So it's just like, are they gonna use the frames? Or are they gonna press a move that will not catch you? Those two things. So you can check for that. If not, I wouldn't bother trying to squeeze a button. Again, you're stuck in RFF. The only options you have, if you really wanted to, is something like a down jab. Like that. But a DF1 will still hit you, so it only beats out the highs, a Magic 4 or a jab. But if they mid-check you consistently, give it up. Like, it's not Tekken 8 yet. I can't tell you to, like, you could throw out up back 2. We're still in Tekken 7. So that's back 4. The pseudo Steve Fox wannabe in Hwoarang. Now let's go back. Let's go to his OG RFF back 3. So it's exactly the same move. It's just like, yeah, I mean, just look at the animations. Look at it. They're kind of the same. Just different legs, I suppose. So RFF back 3, 13 frames, +2 on hit. Same dice in terms of like the options you're allowed to use, right? When the opponent backdashes. It's just that you're in LFF. So you can F1 +2 or not. So DF4 would be the way to go. You get access to down back 3. Down 3-4 will still hit. And JFSR. Just not DF1. But maybe DF1 +2? There you go. So you can use the frames, and you have an 11 frame mid-check to work with. And then on block, this move is more or less still the same. -7 on block. Again, it's exactly the same move, just towards the left. And since the options are a little bit different, you get a mid, right? Or rather, DF1 +2 hits here compared to back 4. It also tracks towards the left. So again, if we put Hwoarang in a situation, let's say RFS 2+5, we're gonna catch anyone stepping towards the left. That side step left, we're gonna change it to side walk left. Boom. Now, of course, it won't work towards the right whatsoever. That's always gonna whiff out. So back 4 will catch. Well, LFF back 4, but you can't do LFF back 4 from RFF. So again, if your opponent stepped towards the left, RFF back 3 if you're in RFF, and then if you're in LFF and they're stepping towards the right, and you wanted to like make them pay the price for it, you hit them with a counter hit launcher in RFF back 3 or LFF back 4. Now the combo for this, there are 2 combos you can go for. I did show 2 combos earlier. But for this one, this hits like pretty much all sizes. You don't have to worry about hurt boxes whatsoever. Now, if you're a gamer, you'll SSL FF4 on everyone. Now, that's hard. I wouldn't say as hard as counter hit back 4 into FF4 or sidestep right into Peacekeeper. Because I did get it in this stream. RFF back 3 into Peacekeeper is actually harder. You need a clean sidestep at the right frame in order to have leeway into doing FF4. And that FF4 has to come out ASAP right after that, you know, clean SSL. So a more friendly combo right after counter hit back 3 is to sidestep forward 2. But there are times where it could lose out like so. So you need to have the right timing on your forward 2 in order to make this combo connect. It's okay, it's all gonna get fixed in post. The power of editing is with me. Get a clean 1 frontier. You'll get it down. Like so. So you're 3 points away from 70. That's not bad. So 70 damage. Because before, this combo was giving you a JFSR. Yeah, you've seen all the combo videos in Tag 2 and Tekken 6, even in Tekken 5. crazy. But they reduce the damage on that, but it still tracks towards the left. You get 67 damage. The other one, if you want to do so, which is a little bit easier, if you do, you know, you're having a hard time with getting an SSL into a forward 2, you just forward 3, down 3, 4, you're gonna get their back, walk up a forward 2, and then bam. So you're 5 points away from the counter hit RFF back 3 BNB, which is at 67. This one's 62, and the potential for relaunching, because you know how it works. If the opponent attempts to stand up, so you could really be working with way more damage than you bargained for. See, at that point on the relauncher 66, you're 1 damage away, and then you're just gonna add on top of that. Crazy. So this too, by the way, so if in back 4, it's kind of like moving towards the left. In back 3, it's kind of moving towards the right. But for the most part, if you want to like make it easier for yourself, just treat them both as 13 frame magic 4s. The same thing with like Jin and Elisa's standing 4s. They're 13 frame magic 4s. But there is a slight evasiveness to them. But again, you have to make sure your lab work is right for that. And that's very, very specific lab work. This video will not cover that. I just telling you that it exists. So that's the most part for both these two moves. Basically, their main use is if you want to disrespect the frames a little bit. In certain situations, you can like back 4 or RFF back 3, or if like let's say you were dancing in neutral here in RFF and you want to disrespect, bam, hit them with it. And then if you get the +2, you can still check them, which is great. Both, right? Back 4 and RFF back 3. And then even on block, it's the same situation for RFF back 3 as well. You get the exact same stuff. Well, not necessarily the exact same stuff, because again, Hwoarang ends up in RFF. So the opposite things on Hwoarang here. But so you can do a DF2 back 3. You can do a back 1. That's gonna like make the opponent get hit even more. Actually, let's show that out here. It's wild, I tell you, when you see it. So stand switch back 3 into back 1. Let's say the opponent's gonna really try to keep you in, lock you in. Well, let's say not with that move. Let's say with this move. There we go, with DF2. They're like, oh, it's -7. Oh, nope, there they go. We're gonna try, let me do a homing move, right? They're -7. Sometimes, let's say they're late. Oh my goodness. There you go, very late. So the other two ones, those are you're probably going to get hit. But if they're super late, yeah. And if they're throwing out a move that does not track towards that specific side, they're going to get hit. If you're going to be like really, really cheesy. That's like the most you can do. So they're really inbuilt for defense, and they do have tracking towards the left and towards the right. For, the situations where you're in left foot forward and right foot forward. They're pretty straightforward counter hit launchers for the most part. And if you want to like frame trap at a high, right? You can kind of like do that. Or if you find yourself versus an evasive move on the while standing 4-4 situation, and they're stepping towards, a specific side, and when they throw that move out, and RFF 4-4 will not catch it because the first one hit will not, but the second one will. But by that point, it's too late. You got hit by the evasive move. That's where back 3 comes into play. Bam! It's like, all right, stop. It's literally telling them stop. It's the same thing even in like a 1-2 punish into a back 4, or let's say a 1-1 punish into a back 4, or even a 4-3 punish into a back 4. I have nothing more to say about this move or moves. That's all the cheese I have. Again, I've been Frontier. And the next advanced Hwoarang lesson is going to be somewhere on the other side of the screen. Again, that's back 4 and RFF back 3. See you there in the next advanced Hwoarang lesson. Yeah, that was relatively short. Tekken 8 spoiled you. I'm now transitioning to... I mean, again, that's if you want to like not play Tekken. And you only want to play Tekken 8. Because for the most part, all the stuff you get from Tekken 7 will transfer over to Tekken 8. Why does your stream not work for me? I have no idea, bro. You may want to refresh the stream. I can't tell what you're saying if you're... Okay. Let me Let me write it then. At Rakuyo. IDK. Maybe refresh. How do you spell refresh? Refresh the stream? Aga pa, sir? What do you mean? It's just on time. I'm now gonna do I'm gonna demonstrate back 4 and RFF back 3. I just need to find somebody. 1 first to 5. Where I start throwing a bunch of counter hit highs and they're like, why do they keep pressing this? I'm like, I need to demonstrate something, bro. Excuse me. I need to demonstrate it and I can't stop. Because I need it to affect the game state badly. Yeah, so I'm gonna lock you in FF3 into an RFF back 3. And then next thing you know, they're down jabbing me, no? So I have to go to this. It is what it is. But yes, good evening, Duckbird. Welcome to the last part of advanced Hwoarang lessons. Ooh, doesn't that work? It should work, right? Or is that only against bears? I know that hits. Does it work only at the wall? Ah, probably. Probably only works at the wall. Wi-Fi? No, thank you. I need a LAN opponent. And hopefully someone who's not too strong. Because at that point I can't, what do you call that, use these moves. I will be using them as intended. Which are essentially slow, 13 frame magic force. Which means I'm not gonna press it all the time. Like, at all. But when I press it, great. Oh, okay, that's one thing I did not clarify in the lesson. It's not like Steve back 1. It's a Steve back 1 wannabe. You know what? Fine. There's nobody. Can't use absent? Alright, no problem. It's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Much thanks for dropping by. This is a god rank? Oh. You're on Wi-Fi now? Huh? Weren't you in LAN before? Why didn't you? Why? Huh? What happened?
Round 1.
Okay, it's not your account, is it? Or is it your account? That win count's not real, dude. It's not real. Because number one, the player who plays there can't make 600 wins straight. It's not possible. What is this? Why is it 600 wins? Are you gonna like plug in quick match? I swear. Like priorities, really? What's the probability of getting like 600 wins? It's a probability that exists. Shucks, I remember it was like a Hwoarang in like South America, wherein like their rank wins were crazy. Like they never lost. But that's because they were never online before, and it was one of the top players, top Hwoarang players from South America. So it made sense why he was like that good, and why he had such a high win count. No, I don't think that's their account, because I'm friends with their account. Not unless they have another account, yeah. Yeah, I'm friends with their account. It was online 3 hours ago. Or at least that's what Steve says. So this is someone masquerading as them. Impersonating them as well. I don't know, man. It feels like more of impersonation than anything else.
New challenger.
But still, 639 wins. Plugging in quick match, save loading too. Bro's got his priorities wrong. Or they got their priorities wrong. Bro, Tekken 8's about to come. Will you stay? That's a question. Oh, really? Oh, so what? He's gonna impersonate me. Alright, good luck impersonating me. Everyone knows I only have one account. And you have to have an Omega Hwoarang. And you have to be nice with the character. Problem is, you're not gonna be as nice as me with the character. It's gonna be obvious immediately.
Round 1. Fight.
So what? Okay, so I have to report the account. That's probably what I should do. That's what I'll do then. Report the account. Oh. It's my turn now. How can it be a bot? What? Tapos I'm gonna be playing King? Bro, it's not gonna make sense. If it's a bot and then it changes the IGN and picture immediately. Tapos I'm on King. Bro, nobody's gonna believe that. Frontier, you play King now and you have 640 wins in quick match? Really? Oh, okay, they gave up. They don't want to play anymore. Don't even want to try.
Perfect.
I can respect it and at the same time I'm sad about it. Like, at least try once and then leave after. They're just like, no, I know I'm completely outmatched. I'm not gonna bother. Like, I can respect that. But I, you know, at least try. So I'll report it. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. What do I say? They're involved in theft, scamming, fraud, and other malicious activity? Okay. Well, I'll work with that then.
New challenger.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least try something. They are impersonating me or someone I know. Someone I know, yeah. They do have past IGNs.
New challenger.
It still hasn't changed to me though.
Ready for the next battle.
Like the past IGNs, I don't know these players. Hwoarang Mirror? TGP? I can't. Who? Oh, it's 50 cal. I rarely get to play you, and then on the time I need to demonstrate the lesson, I have to fight you. No, I can't demonstrate the lesson then. Yeah, fine. Regular first to 5. I'm playing a regular first to 5 and then trying to find another person so I can demonstrate the lesson.
Round
What is that? Custom. It's peak Tekken 7 custom. That's what it is. That's a great punish. Do you know that's like negative 14 in Tekken 7? No, they can't do that. Nice. Hiya. This one they removed a lot. Can't really get that as much. I'm fine. Back one.
KO.
Hwoarang Mirror. Oh yeah. Oh man, no, this is a Hwoarang Mirror. Just realize that now. And the last Hwoarang Mirror I've lost still up to this day came from a player who's not a Hwoarang main. Galing. No, I'm not biting. Ooh. I'm dead. I'm alive? It was short. It was short.
Fight.
No, that's really your thing, huh? Well, this is actually my first time playing you anyway. Down toward?
KO.
Okay.
Round 4. Fight.
Sayang, that was a back there.
KO.
Familiar costume? Why, who's this?
Round. Fight.
What? Whoa. Error. One.
Get ready for the next.
Let me write the score in my notepad. Then after this, I move on to someone where I can actually demonstrate LFF back 4 and RFF back 3.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, this isn't Tekken 8. Woo! Woo! Hey, that's 14. I blocked the second hit. Galing ko. Back one. Back one.
KO. Round
Stretch.
fight.
What? Where's my RFSF for?
KO.
Japanese comedian? Oh, okay.
Fight.
We had the same idea. Tama. Ah, because it wasn't a proper wall splat. Okay, okay. Should have just rage drive.
Round 4. Fight.
But I step. Ah, it's just a small step. I press a button.
Perfect.
-8. I lose on the just frame skyrocket.
Fight.
That doesn't sound right. No, okay, you're more aggressive than me. That's what it feels like.
Get ready for the next battle.
2-0. 3 more games and then I can finally look for someone else to demonstrate the lesson. What is that PFP? Is that a doorknob?
Round 1.
2-0, 2-0.
Fight.
Oh, you're just gonna let me be free? So now we're just going on all the... It's the adjustment. Okay. Well, that's Tekken for you. People are gonna adjust.
Fight.
It really does lose. Just so interesting.
Round 3.
She's dojing advanced lessons. Not really. Hwoarang mirrors to me, there's just like a lot of pride at stake. So I try as much as possible not to lose these. And so far my last loss was like a long time ago already, technically speaking. But it's still recent-ish. A sweep. That's too obvious.
Round 4. Fight.
Wait a minute, punch parry right after that? Why? Overshot. Yeah. Really more aggressive than me.
Final round. Fight. KO.
2-1.
Get ready for the next battle.
It's the type of Hwoarang that will really force the issue with Skyrocket. As in always. Like the mix is always in my head because he's always SSing every single time. He's like, this is the only thing I want, bro. I'm like, okay. And it's killing my jabs. So I have to DF one more.
Round 1. Fight.
That wasn't a whiff. Take rest. I'm dead? Yep.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Every time I play a Hwoarang mirror, man, something's gonna get stolen from me. Oh, he didn't bite. Surprising. How come when I throw it out, it's not as good as yours? Huh. -2? Hello? Nice. So who's... No, so what I was told, the stories were actually, right? It's just that it's actively aggressive in a defensive sense. What? And what do you call it? It likes to take your space so much. Also a member of Stay on the Floor gang. That's a skyrocket, I feel. You're looking for the low, huh?
Final round. Fight.
I down jabbed, and then okay. I should be dead. Never mind. I'm dead. Cool. So I have to watch my mental because 50 cal kicks as a playstyle that really irritates me. 100% irritates me.
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. Round 3. Fight.
Oh, error. Where's the 1-2? 1-2. Thank you. 3-2.
Get ready for the next battle.
I think that's the first game where somebody won clean. Just a matter of can I capitalize on that.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, there you go. It's forcing the issue again. I see it. Or rather, setting it up.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Oh, hello. It's back somehow. Oh, yun lang. Yun, that's what I wanted. Man, these dash blocks are good. Well, that's expected at high level. Oh, he's never been by. Oh, that could have been it! I messed it up. That's on me.
Round 3. Fight.
No, I'm not biting. Well, that's a punish. Is it a good punish? No. Standing 3 is a punish. That wasn't the best.
Get ready for the next battle.
4-2. One more game. Then I can go back and queue to demonstrate back 4 and RFF back 3. Yeah, because I haven't even been able to use it in this set. I pressed it a couple of times, but no dice. It's just really just for checking purposes. That's all it is. No.
Round 1. Fight.
Ooh. That's the thing you don't want to lose in the Hwoarang mirror. Because right after a JFSR, every Hwoarang will check you with a JFSR. Down back 4. Oh, just... Oh, okay.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
That's too far. Ah. Yeah, I just kind of like threw that out.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
Whoop! Alright, GG's. Now, back 4 and RFF back 3. Yay. I can go back to that. if I get an opponent that will allow me to do it. And usually that requires a difference in skill. And that shows you the clearest way. As much as like it's better to show it at, I guess, the highest skill level, to see how it clearly affects a game state is better. Which is one with a skill gap. If it's 50 cal again, oh my goodness. I'm like, there's nobody on quick match. So like, God, I know this player. It's not gonna work. I can't spam back 4 and RFF back 3 and make it like the main thing to like affect the game state. I have to play again. Oh my goodness. We're in the same stage too. No surprise.
Fight.
Whoa, I didn't catch that. They throwing out F1+2. Jeez, Dojang advanced too. I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive. Look low. So what'd you do? Savage of forward. Negative. Okay. I would have been more afraid of JFSR. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's reduced damage. Oh, the second hit. That was not optimal. Yeah, I kind of gambled on that.
Round 3.
Are you saying Miguel's stuff? Yeah. Oh, error. Oh, man, it's pressing buttons all over the place. Oops. Oh, lucky me. That was lucky. Savage down back 3 didn't hit me.
Fight.
Huh? DF2 into DF1, I lose? Huh? Oh, okay, I got stuff to double check in the lab. That doesn't sound nor look right. F4 into Savage, down 4, I lose? Why?
KO.
They sound comedic, it's a video game.
Sigue así y te acabarán matando. Get ready for the next battle.
0-1. Okay, so what's the game state for this? It's called opponent press buttons, and I have to avoid buttons. Alright, cool. I'm not complaining. I mean, neither am I.
Round 1. Fight.
Ah! And I legit don't remember this guy being Miguel. They suddenly has like 9k wins on Miguel. Something like that.
KO. Round 2.
I literally remember this guy to be a drag. So I have to go immediately also. Asa naman kayo? Damn, what are these reactions?
Round 3.
They're playing the new League of Legends song. They're gods. Did you just... I see you. Why did it feel like that for a while? Every Hwoarang had a Pocket Miguel because he's easy. He kind of like... He felt like the safer version. Negative. You'll always down for right after that? Huh. New Jeans fan. Yes. I'm having such a hard time moving around these buttons. I don't get the rhythm. I legit don't understand it. And the decision-making process, I don't get it. Like, if they improve that much, then cool.
Round 1.
But I'm not at that conclusion yet.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Do it. I hate y'all. What? Mids. Amazing Hwoarang mids. Miguel kinda has that impossible to step feeling. No, I can step him left. That still hit, huh?
Round 4. Fight.
Again, it's one game. I need to tie it up first before I can make any conclusions. If not conclusions, any like assumptions where I can like connect it to the next thing. I know I'm not saying my thoughts out loud at the moment. It's because I need to like keep all the brain power in. I just hope the third set I can actually demonstrate back 4 and RFF back 3 because I don't want to play another set, bro. I legit don't. If I get another one, if the third set is another player where I'm forced to play, I'm not demonstrating back 4 and RFF back 3 anymore. It just means the people who are on queue are just all good players.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, flip. They really are a damage kind of player, huh?
Round 2.
It's like the only thing in their mind. Any decision that helps out through damage is the decision they'll take. Nothing more. Nothing less.
KO.
Because they keep going for the kill.
3. Fight.
It's never like not go for the kill. Miguel has like so many ways to check an opponent.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
Bro, you're negative. Alright, now I can make certain assumptions. A lot of those reactions are very telling.
Get ready for the next battle.
If I win the next game convincingly, then I have it on lock.
Round 1. Fight.
Sayang.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Do it.
KO. Round 3. Fight.
That high crushing in the snake edge.
You win.
Alright, I got it on lock. 3.
Get ready for
Now all I gotta do is stay the course. And ward off the potential counters or adjustments. I die.
round 1.
Which one? Do what? The snake edge? Oh, you mean like the moves? Ooh, the steps! Uy, ganda naman ang combo na yan. Okay, good. Damn, alright, okay. Miguel.
Round 2. Fight.
That was a waste. Wow. Okay, they gave that to me. That was a robbery.
Round 3. Fight.
Doesn't counter hit.
KO. Round 4. Fight.
Should have not stand switched. Okay.
KO.
4. One last. And then I just pray that my last set I can actually demonstrate the lesson. If not, I'll play that set and then I'm done. Oh yeah, and probably accept the friend request to 50 cal. Because he sent one. So I'm playing the God song in my mind right now. Not through this headset, but like in my head. Gods, 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 bam, bam.
Fight.
Me always playing super shy in my head. I don't know that song. He's like, all right, now it's a song for you to explore. Yep, I got a new song to listen to. Uh-huh. What? No? Negative. You're not supposed to be pressing there.
Fight.
If we're just going by raw frame data alone. You really won't give up on that, no? Of course. Alright, GG's. Woo. Where's 50 cal here? Okay. Add nickname. 50 cal. Kick. No, it's a lock. It's not a... Well, it is technically a doorknob of some sorts. Confirm. Ayan. Friends na tayo. Now I just pray I get an opponent where I can show off back 3, back 4 and RFF back 3. I don't want to play again. I don't.
New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
God, I'm leaving this match. I already played you. And then I lose. Alright, rematching. That's how it always goes. Oh well. I knew it. Shouldn't have trusted it. Should have committed. You would have. Oh, you wouldn't have killed me. What?
Round 2.
And I only know that because I play Mikhail. Wouldn't have said anything if I don't play the character. Or if I haven't seen an ender like that. Wake up, back forward one. Not fighting. Yeah, because if I win this, I'll give queuing one last try and then that's it. Woo! Next. So, my read was right on my opponent. Good. I just want to demonstrate back 4 and back 3. Come on, people in queue. I know there's somebody. Or at least I'd like to tell myself I know there's somebody. Because technically, I don't have to force the issue. I could end it here. Because it's already, time check, 1:05 in the morning, Philippine time, GMT/UTC +8. I did get to talk about the lesson, so it's good already.
New challenger.
Yeah, because if it's still the Miguel, I'm done.
Get ready for the next battle.
Ah, okay. Yaksa Yoshi, not exactly sure if I can press back 4 and RFF back 3 a lot, but we'll see. Is that a Halo PFP they got? Looks like Halo. It looks like dessert of some kind.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh. Frame trap? Okay. That's not allowed. They won't bite early. Frame trap? None. Frame trap? Okay, they really won't give it.
KO.
8 frames, right.
Round 2.
8 frames.
Fight.
It do work that way. Okay. Oh. No! Bad breath. My goodness, it's going all over the place. The 10 hit! I get the feeling I can back 4 and RFF back 3, but okay, it's just more of setting it up then. Let me set it up properly. Woo! Right, Flash will always beat me there. Never mind. Okay, the airplane. Now I'm gonna try like maybe 2 or 3 more games attempting to do it, and if I can't get it to go in, I'm just gonna start playing the game. Alright.
Round 1.
Just gotta keep clear of Flash. Flash. Woo! I'll take that. Alright, they threw that out.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Get out! Woo! Flash. I don't think I'll ever get them to bite, huh? Bite! Thank you. Great combo, Frontier. 10 out of 10. Very stellar. But hey, I got 1 RFF back 3. Took forever to get 1 RFF back 3. Second RFF back 3. I'm keeping count. I'm dead. They didn't mess that up. Good.
Round 4. Fight.
Oh! Surprise? Surprise. 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 Thank you. Well, more back 4s and RFF back 3s there. It's not exactly affecting the game state though. Oh, don't tell me. Okay, I'm done. I don't want to play anymore. I'm done. I'm not gonna go in queue again. No. So that's 1 game demonstrating it. Not exactly a lot of games, but yeah. Okay, so I guess that's been the cheese for today. I've been and much thanks to all those who dropped by and or stayed the whole way. Again, I've been Frontier, and thank you for watching.
Goes on. Blue stuff out.
Okay, cool.
Watch out.
Oh my God!
Crushed it! That was great. Can we clip that?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. How may I say? It's the definition. He wrote the story of Tekken. So maybe he's going for something like Jin.